For Canadians hunkered down in Hawaii, it's a waiting game.
There's just debris everywhere for now, and this is just the start.
British Columbian Jackson Schaefer has stocked up on supplies.
We have about 4 flats of water. Our neighbors that left gave us all of the food they had, which was very generous of them, and our bathtubs are filled with water.
Long lines at grocery stores are the norm as everyone preps.
There was hardly any bread there, and it looked like they were getting low on water, but people were definitely stocking up.
The Smith family from Alberta goes to bed waiting each night for the storm to hit.
We're getting impatient now, but more than anything. But yeah, a little bit concerned. I mean, we've never gone through a hurricane before.
There are nearly 300,000 tourists currently visiting the state. Flights back to Canada have been canceled until at least tomorrow.
It's mostly, the wind and the rain and the high volumes of this that we do want to avoid.
WestJet and Air Canada had recovery flights yesterday, bringing back as many people as possible.
They called us around 6:30 in the evening last night to say, listen, we have this special flight that we're laying on. Can you be at the airport in about 2 hours?
Rob Cottingham and his family scrambled, wrapping up the boxes of supplies they bought days before.
Cooling towel, food, little hot pot. And as the plane took off, we passed through a layer of something. Don't know if it was heavy rain or hail, but there was a lot of thumping on the outside of the aircraft.
Cottingham is happy to be safe. Not everyone is so lucky.
The lights have been flickering a bit, but we still have power. I've heard that there's areas around us that have lost power completely, and they're still trying to get that back.
In the meantime, it's watch and see. Residents and travelers alike hoping this is the worst of it. Anita Bath, CBC News, Vancouver.
Now, one Hawaii resident has been shooting and posting videos of the scene where he lives. We reached out, and he's tonight's witness.
Hey guys, this is Jonathan Correa from Hilo, Hawaii. Just started raining again. This is the Wailuku River. Currently standing on the Singing Bridge, is what we call it here in Hilo. It leads to the Hamakua coast over there. What motivated me to take the drone footage? Pretty much, there wasn't a lot of people down there at the time. And, I mean, we are tourist-driven with the lava that's happened and the past floods in Hawaii. I think it's kind of been rough for us. So just to get something out there and let the news agencies take it and share it. Maybe to just give us some exposure. It is a beautiful place. And like my dad, Hank, has always said, you don't get lush, look at this, trees everywhere. You can't get lush paradise without a little bit of rain.
Wow, but okay, a lot of rain is what we've been seeing. So meteorologist Johanna Wagstaff, you've been tracking this storm for us. Can you walk us through the next 24 hours?
Well, Andrew, Lane is continuing to weaken, but that'll do little to lessen the impact of the rain on the islands. In fact, as the storm gets torn apart, it's actually slowing it down, so actually enhancing those rainfall totals. Colossal flooding not out of the question as it makes its closest approach to the islands overnight into Saturday morning. And there's so much uncertainty in the track, a landfall still can't be ruled out, Andrew, in the next few hours.
Okay, and Joe, how ready were people for a storm of this magnitude?
Well, we've been watching this storm for well over a week, and officials have been preparing the islands for a marathon event. Hawaii is a place that knows natural disasters, volcanoes, earthquakes, storms, and they're so isolated, people are prepared to be without food or water for several days. Despite that, this is an unprecedented storm. We've only had a handful this strong come this close to the islands, and as I've said, with such an unusual track, it's so hard to nail down that final forecast. Really, anything could happen in the next few hours.
Okay, Johanna Wagstaff, thanks for this.
You're welcome.